What's up, YouTube? Era212 here with another video. So, New York Comic Con 2023 is in the books. This year, it was a lot different for me. If you weren't aware, I collaborated with Very Gary and the Pressable Defects and the amazing Ryan G. Brown. If you're not following him, follow all of those guys on social media. And we dropped a Ryan G. Brown art book, but he did this amazing job on Miles Morales. So this is the spot foil. If you catch it, it glimmers. The webbing, the eyes, the Nike swoosh, and the moon were all spot foil. They were doing custom remarks on the Jordans, and people were coming in and everybody was going crazy over it. I appreciate all you guys that came out, showed the support, said hello. And then Gary and Ryan had dropped this amazing looking Turtles. This is Turtles #1. I believe it's the IDW Turtles #1, but just crushed it. This was limited to 500 copies. There were a couple of turtle drops there. I believe Gary's and the John Jang were my favorites of all. Again, thank you to everybody who showed up, said hello, came by, had some conversations with us over there. Especially wanted to shout out that young college student. I forgot your name. I apologize for that. We had a great conversation about Damian Wayne. It's always great to see youth getting into this hobby and having a passion for a character. And Damian Wayne, as I've always said, is one of my favorites. So to share that and have our get somebody else's perspective on it, it was really, really cool. Now, there was some really sick variants this year. Are they going to hold their value? Some will, some won't, as always. But let me show you, it's like some really limited. It was a small booth, and they had this there. They had this gorgeous, if you're a hip-hop head, that Jay-Z cover there. These were limited to 125, and then they had the gold ones limited to 50. That same booth had this amazing Warrior cover for the Ultimate Warrior. Really, really nice. Unfortunately, he's no longer here to sign this book, but that would have been a nice sig. And my boy Manny NYCC and Greg would have been all over that. Just a cool-ass cover to get. Then my boy Beachside Hobbies stopped by, and he blessed me one of his copies of Space Usagi, which is that homage to the Clone Wars first Ahsoka. This has a first appearance. Excuse me for not knowing the character, but this has a first appearance. So to get a con exclusive with a first appearance on it, super nice. I don't usually do the foils too much. I do some, but this one I couldn't pass it up. You know, couldn't pass up the giant size X-Men. Couldn't. How do you pass that up? Epic Nation had these at his booth. This is the Transformers was there was one I missed out at the Comic Mint, but Transformers books were bananas. There was some really good covers. This is that Turtles book I was talking about, and this is a gatefold cover. So if you see it, it's got all 4 turtles on it. It is really nice. Talking about nice, yeah. Take a look at that. Now the one thing I did see, like at the Comic Mint, is they rehashed a bunch of covers. So like they took the Joe Jusko cover he did for Spider-Man and the Black Spider-Man. Now they made it Miles Morales. You know, some of that stuff, when you keep reprinting like the Superman logo, and they keep reprinting it, gets kind of watered down in my opinion. See, like Thiago da Silva, Lobos, right? Is this Lobos? Yeah, this is Lobos. Did that. I just love that art, man. That is just beautiful. I'm a sucker for a Magic cover and drawn like that. And I always like that long perspective like that when they do it. You know, it's the 3/4 body shot. Really nice. So like I said, you know, they've run some of those foils ad nauseum, but this is one they didn't. This is for the Superman 78. It's that Christopher Reeves Superman. Like it a lot. The foil pops on that. Looks really nice. A lot of Ahsoka variants there too. This was one that I liked a lot. Also, my man Ben had dropped one, and Mellow Fellow had some really nice variants at that con. Now, I said I don't like foils, but this was probably my favorite foil. I couldn't pass it up. It was limited to 500 copies. I didn't find out about it till the con. I didn't see this advertised anywhere. But Clayton Crain had a booth. Let me just see if I can get that for you. There you go. Look at that Scooby-Doo Batman from the cartoon series. Oh, just gorgeous. Even has a really cool COA. Liking that a lot. This is just a badass covers. Some of these books I have duplicates of. They'll be going on Whatnot. So if you get the chance, check out my next stream. Just bookmark it. I'm going to leave a code here, and you can get $10 off your first order if you're not registered for Whatnot. So make sure you sign up, you know. It's a fun time. And then Crain had this book. This is just, it calls out to me. This is Looney Tunes. That's all, folks. It's every Looney Tunes characters in there. Monster in the can. It's just got everybody. Is Foghorn Leghorn there? Yeah, Foghorn Leghorn is there. Even the little chick. That's a great cover. Chicken Hawk is there too. Love it. If you've watched some of my videos, you'll know that I'm a big fan of Felipe Massafera. He's a modern Italian artist who's done some great variants. He's done some for Mellow Fellow, and he's done some for Comic Book Invest, I believe it is. But he did this one here, and it's the homage to that Silver Surfer 4. But take a look at that cover, man. I mean, look at this man's artwork. Whew. That is just pretty. Had to take that. Couldn't pass it up. And then this is like a limited spot foil. This is the Mexican version of Amazing Spider-Man number 601. One of my favorite J. Scott Campbell covers. This book always carries a premium. Super nice. And then... shall I say one of my top 3 favorites of that con? My boy Greg had found this, and we were talking about it. We went right there. First booth I went to. And this is the same booth that had the Jay-Z and the Ultimate Warrior book, but so a little Wu-Tang for you. Oh man, look at that, man. That is so nice. Got the Killer Bees on there. Got the whole crew, Meth and Raekwon and Spectre Deck. You God, Ghostface Killer. But these were limited to 125 also. And these are going for about $100 to $125 right now. So they were a steal at the con. That and the Jay-Z's going for about $100 right now. Even the That's All, folks, that had sales for $100 too. Ariel Diaz was at the con, and she was just showing off some beautiful stuff. As always, her covers are fire. And they had this Poison Ivy for Batman 181. This is an Ariel Diaz exclusive. It's a Comic Tom book. It's with Carnivore Comics. Limited to 1,000 copies. So those are the variants I picked up. But as you guys know, I'm always working on an original art piece. I got my jam going, and I wanted to get one person. So quick story, went to Arthur Adams. Arthur Adams was not taking, wouldn't budge on it. Talked to Bill Sienkiewicz, showed him the piece. He wanted $1,000 for a small jam because he said the pencils were tight on this. It wasn't loose pencils, so he wasn't going to do it. Anything less than $1,000, a little bit out of my budget. But there was a very famous artist there who was willing to do it for $180, and I got Eric Larson to sketch on my jam. So super happy. One of the original guys from Image, just drawn Spider-Man, has drawn so much, but known well for his Savage Dragon. But remember, he takes over after McFarlane on that Spider-Man run. So gave him the piece, let him pick, and he felt that he could do justice to one character. So here we go. And yes, Eric Larson did Iceman. Crushed it. Let me know what you guys think. I think this thing is coming along really nice when you look at it now. I believe I was counting the other day. It's got 13 more characters to be done, and it was pretty cool because I talked to Mark Morales, and he said he would love to ink that piece when it was done after I blue line it. So pretty cool. But it can't be New York Comic Con without buying some real books. Not when I say real books, my jam, my type of books. So here we go. Picked up a nice copy of Amazing Spider-Man number 79, second appearance of the Prowler, I believe. Just too nice a condition to leave it be. And in this book, I had recently sold and I wanted it back, and it was already signed. So I took that, and that's Wolverine number 55. This is that Greg Land variant, that homage to the pre-code horror. And Greg Land signed it right there. So that is a nice looking cover. And then my dude Very Gary had this book up. And he had it at $75, but if you see the whole spine, see how bad that is? So that's why it was relatively cheap. But I'm going to show you this because I want to take this on as a project. Maybe I'll even record it, you know, or show pictures at least of before and after. So if you see this book, right, you see how much space is there. Staples all the way back here. So this book was really fanned pretty bad. And then that's the back. But I want to see what kind of results we can get, because if you see it, it was misfolded pretty bad there. See? So if we could realign this, it's still going to have that crease going down the back of it. But just make this book look so much better. It's such a good book. You can't sleep on first appearance of Bullseye. And like I'm saying, look, this is $75. Only at Gary's booth are you going to find a book like that for $75. So definitely take that. A little working project. Give me a little something else to do. You guys know I love this book, so I couldn't pass it up. My man Bennett Zapp had this. He had nice. He has it as about an 8.5. I think it's better after a clean and press for X-Men number 133, and it's the newsstand edition on this book. So great book. And then the other book I picked up a really nice copy of Amazing Spider-Man number 124. First John Jameson as Man-Wolf. You know, we were having this discussion during the con. Like, I still got to say, Romita Sr. has the greatest run of covers from 39 through. He just literally goes bananas. I mean, it's his run and Jack Kirby's run on Fantastic Four, but I just like that Spider-Man run. And then the last book I pick on is a really good spec book for me, as we are all talking about it in the community, but a lot of video games are being turned into movies, and this is a video game that I remember playing when it came out. Really enjoyed it. I don't really play video games anymore like I used to, but I did, and I picked up a really clean copy of God of War number 1. So with a press, it's a candidate. This book in a 9.8 right now is about a $300+ book. So don't sleep on your video games, man. Your video game books are all doing super well. This is one of those books you do not want to sleep on. But yeah, that's the haul. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Some of the show floor, I got to show you a little bit of the show floor at the beginning. And, you know, just, again, thank you to everybody who came out and showed support on a variant. Just came by, said hello, had great conversations with so many people. Got to meet a lot of Whatnot people that I hadn't met before. That was really cool because, you know, you usually meet the IG and the YouTube. But now that the Whatnot community is growing, we're getting to meet people from that community also. My man Otto stopped by. There was just a whole bunch of people that came by, said hello. And I just want to say thank you to all of you guys for coming by. But that's about it. Getting a little long-winded again. But until the next video, peace. I'll see you soon.